You are now
So basically,
watching
when midnight hits,
KingUrameshi.
I'll upload this part too, just to be safe. All right, I'm gonna show you how the game gets down. We'll use the golden child. All right. And he trained against Yoruichi, so we'll put Yoruichi. Why did that look like an action extend? Hold on, give me 1 second. Fuck, why does this phone keep going, man? If you're in TikTok, y'all can come over to Twitch and YouTube and ask me too, because I can see easier here. But let me see, alright. Yeah, soy phone with Yoruichi is crazy. Okay. So, to get started, this doesn't have to be an in-depth guide, this could be a beginner guide, actually. 4 button, on your 4 face buttons, X or A, is your dashing. These have invincible frames. That's why you see a little after image. There's none on moving forward though. Right? You have the most invincible frames backdashing. Right? And you're always locked onto your opponent. You're always locked onto your opponent. So the movement when you first start out is gonna feel a little weird to you. Because you're on, oh, matter of fact, I heard that there was an update for it. Let's see. Let's see. Is that true? Oh, I don't know how. Somebody else was doing it. Okay. All right, we're not gonna get too much into that. Type A. Hold on, my boy. All right, so yeah, so the move is gonna feel a little weird at first because on the control stick, you're locked on. Right, so it's gonna feel unnatural at first to move towards your opponent because you're gonna feel like you're gonna have to push the stick directly in the direction where your opponent is facing, but you're actually just gonna have to press up to move towards your opponent and back, you know. It applies in all facets. So left and right is the same way. Right? Let's see. Final Getsuga Tencho Ichigo. Yeah, that's after you beat the story or get to that part of the story, I guess. All right, as for your attacks, you have your light strings, which is square, or X, if you're on Xbox or wherever the fuck. Right? You got your, what I'll call mediums, but you'll see other people probably say heavies. This is what takes away their, as you see Yoruichi, her reishi gauge is going down. Right? And then there's circle, which I call heavy, but it's signature attack. So Ichigo, his is a combo starter. His is a combo starter. See what I'm saying? Right? Every character has a different signature move. So some characters don't even attack. Some characters just build meter. Some characters counter. Some characters do something that buff their stats or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This game is absolutely peak. I'm just explaining this because people were asking me, how does the game work, like, on a technical standpoint? All right. So we went over the face buttons. L1 is your block button, or LB on Xbox, right? And you can attack out of block. So like if you feel like you're late on counter attacks, you can literally just hold block and then. Oh, you know what's crazy? You can't even mash. See, this is why like fighting games, like older fighting games, like they did this shit where If you're pressing square, 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 like Dragon Ball Fighters is the perfect example. If you press square, 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 and the opponent is not next to you, they'll still do the whole combo in the air. They'll whiff it. They don't have that in this game. See, I'm mashing square, and Ichigo's just... But now that I'm close, he does the whole string. That's tough. But yeah, you can attack out of block. You can do your signature out of block. I believe you can do your... Yup. You can do your supers out of block too. Or your special attacks. You can do all that. Can I pop Bankai? Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. Just for the culture. And Ichigo in Japanese right now, so you know this shit about to hit. Hold on. There's fighting spirit. Fire. Fire, son. We'll get to that in a second. Bankai! Ichigo really does do it. He does that shit the best, son. But alright, whatchamacallit? We went through guarding. Now, grabbing, which is called breaker in this game. You can actually hold R1 and you'll dash to the opponent. But the problem with that is the opponent could just punch you out of that shit and you're dead. Literally. And when you hold X to dash, wow, Ichigo's is really fast in Bankai, Jesus Christ. Whatchamacallit? When you hold X, you can just stop, right? You can't do that when you hold breaker. It's gonna do the whipping animation like you just whipped up close. You see? Yeah, Kisuke is fire. So it's like perfect counter? No, this is like a grab. Literally, this is a grab. You can't mash this. You can't mash this. Oh, you want to see what's the equivalent to perfect counter? I'll show you right now. Hold on. I just want to make sure I get through all the buttons first. Breaker is basically grab. Because breaker beats block. So like if you're not going to get a guard break from just making them block all day, you could just do this too. Because once you land that, you get a combo as well. Alright? Nah, you can't mash to get out. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna need, I'm just gonna cover it right now. You're gonna need a bar of this reverse gauge. You're gonna hold L2 and you see reverse action. Well, let me put my camera up over here. You see reverse action right there? So if I make Yoruichi attack me, I'll just put her level 5. If I make her attack me, oh, well, not supers. Damn, you're gonna have to hold that. See? That's your get off me. That's gonna cost meter. That's gonna cost meter. I haven't seen a way that you can bait it yet. Maybe you can like flash step the moment you see it, but I haven't tried that yet. That's your perfect counter if you had to compare it to Dragon Ball. And you can also transforming, getting your fighting spirit up. That also gets you out of shit too. Hold on. Yeah, I rock with this game. When you said your opponent can punch you out of it. Oh. Can you punch? Yeah, you can do that. Okay, yeah, I guess you can compare it in that way. I just compared it to grab because that's how you beat grab in like most fighting games. You know, grab beats block, block beats strike, strike beats grab, you know? Like they kept that here. They kept like a basic fighting mythology here. The classic rock, paper, scissors. They even call it that. When you start the game up, and they explain to you how to attack, guard, and break, they're gonna dead ass call it rock, paper, scissors. Damn, Pokken Tournament, I haven't heard of that game in so long. That shit was mad fun too. You know? But if you had to compare this game, like you can compare it to those lines of games, like Pokken, Tekken, Soul Calibur. Tekken is fast as fuck. Like I don't know if this game will be that fast. This game is pretty fast though. You know what? But you know the game comes out in another hour, so we'll see what the online looks like after a day. I'm definitely gonna get my reps in because I work again tomorrow, and I have some videos up of me having some online footage and shit. Okay, but yeah. So we went over the whatchamacallit, the reverse gauge. The reverse gauge also is what lets you do flash step. So every time you get one of those bars, you can flash step. So you can only flash step 3 times. And then you gotta start building the meter again. Or you can save it. You can use one and then wait for it to come back and all that other shit. I just wonder how the player base will take it. I know a lot of people haze anime. The discourse that's happening right now, I'll put my camera back on. The discourse that you're seeing right now is literally, you know, I'm a victim of it too because I'm already comparing it to Sparking Zero and shit like that. But I'm doing that in bad taste because I bought the game full price. You know, it looks like it's in bad taste, but you know, I'm upset. Like they made Sparking Zero like seem like it was gonna be that type of game. You don't like the HUD? Well, this is training mode, so it's a lot of shit going on. But if you're talking about how it looks, I guess they could have still used the health bar, I guess, and still kept the number for the Kompaku. People on PC probably gonna mod it. They'll probably put a health bar and have the number there for that too. But yeah, man, Sparking Zero, son, they just like made it real shiny and slapped a high price on it. And then when you got it, it felt like it was a good game because you, more than likely, you went through all the characters and you went online and you played matches and all this other shit. And then you went to the episode sagas and thought it was lit because of all the what if scenarios that was happening in Goku's story. Then you get to the other stories and that's barely happening. So I'm like, wow, so y'all really just sold us on how good the game looks. And then made this shit $70. Like that was crazy to me. This game already has better story content. Each and every character fights different. Literally. There's no character, you can't go and learn Ichigo, then go to the other character and try to do the same exact combo structure with that character. Because people are online are trying to say, oh, you can just press square into triangle and then you do your other shit. Yeah, but it's different for every other character. Just like every other fighting game, like. And there's not even a lot of fighting games where like the combos are so in depth where like you're doing TODs all the time. Some of the old games have those and they're extremely difficult and not worth to do in a match. Like people are just nitpicking now. And this shit is $60. This shit costs as much as a PS4 game and a 360 game. I just like that it's not like it's not an arena fighter. Like, cause I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I was gonna get this game anyway cause it's Bleach. But if it was gonna play like an arena fighter, bro, I swear to God, I was gonna play this shit for like a week and some change, bro. I was not gonna do it to myself. Well, I was not gonna stream it more than a week and some change, you know? But I'm like, Bleach is like top 3 for me, absolutely. And then when I play it and I realize it's not an arena fighter, son, I'm like, oh my God, for $60? Hell yeah, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci, son. Pokken Tournament is not an arena fighter. The game is definitely fire. How many game modes does Sparking Zero even have? It was just online. You had online and the custom battle shit, and I think that was it. I don't even think you get a jukebox for the music. I think you had to buy the music. This game has all the music unlocked from RIP. You can go to the jukebox and listen to that shit. This game's soundtrack is insane. And that's another thing. The soundtrack for Sparking Zero was cheeks. That shit had like 6 good songs. 6 legitimately good songs, son. And they try to be sneaky and try to sell us the music from the anime. And if you try to play online with that shit, they don't let you play it. If you try to stream it, son. So it's not, they ripping you off, bro. They're ripping you the fuck off. They ripping you the fuck off, son. But to finish this up, because it's really not a lot of controls that you have to start out with to understand how to play. Because I'll make and more in-depth guide after this one. What you call it? So basically, the last button I want to cover is the Hakugeki. That's this. Somebody in the chat was asking me how to go into supers. This is how you go into supers. This is how you launch. This is a universal launch outside of combos. So basically, your reishi gauge is the white bar under the Konpaku. When that shit gets red, like I said earlier, reishi gauge opponent, it's got to be 30% and below. That's when it turns red, right? So when it turns red, even when it's a little bit above and it's white and they block, you can still hit them and it'll go into this shit. After you hit that, you hold R2 and then you go into super. The game has 30 characters. All right, now look. Let me see. And then of course, you can combo into this shit. After you flash step, you have to set it up. If you try to like do Hakugeki when the opponent has more than 30%, after you do a long ass combo, they can block that shit and punish you. If you do it when they're close to red and you do a long ass combo, since you can't combo the Hakugeki at the end of that, you can still press Hakugeki after that because your combo is gonna leave the opponent next to you already, and they have to hold that. So how you use this is mad important, and some characters move mad far for that shit, like they have mad range for it and all that. It is dope, yo. And the most perfect example I can give you of this shit not being an arena fighter, you cannot control the flight. The only way they start fighting in the air is if somebody does a move that leaves them in the air or you launch them yourself. I just knocked that motherfucker mad far in the air and now I have to dash to her. See? I don't know how else I can explain that. The top bar is your Konpaku. Like every time that goes down, that's what determines your health, like if you're gonna lose or not. Does this game have voice chat in online? I have no idea. We're gonna find out in the next hour. Can you show a combo real quick? Yes, I can. I haven't played that much with Ichigo, but this is just like basic shit right here. And because she's close, I can get this off. Oh, his is like height specific. Hold on. But you can do your light strings. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot he has his signature. Right, so then you could do that. Can you dash after that? Oh wow. Oh, another thing I want to go over, since y'all keep asking me about combos. I already know the combo guru is gonna go something crazy, but you can, if I remember correctly, let me see if I can start off like this. Right? Oh, that does combo. See, I fucked up the timing, but that's the shit that y'all want to see, right? maybe I shouldn't do the dash there, but you could definitely get some mix-ups after that. I'm telling you, the reverse bar, when you start doing this shit, this is when the mix-up is gonna come in. Because you're canceling the animation of whatever you're doing. This is how you're gonna mix people up OD. I already see it. This Ichigo is crazy, son. Crazy. It does not feel like sparking at all. Nah, he's not. I wonder why. I wonder if he's gonna be like free DLC. Because I find it strange that he's not. But you fight him in the story. So they're definitely gonna do something with that. Oh, that does combo. Ichigo is crazy. But yeah, so the reverse fade, everything is reverse action. So L2 and square, that's gonna be your best friend. Combo extender, your get off me move, your mix up tool. And you get this meter by, I believe, by getting attacked. Let me see. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck is, oh yeah, I'm walling out. Reverse gauge. Normal. Right. We have Yodolichi. Oh no, wait. Oh wow. Oh, it builds on its own naturally. And then when you get hit, it'll go up even faster. So this is your what you call it? Comeback tool. You could look at it as that. You feel me? And then the last thing to go over, we went over the gauges. We just gotta go over fighting spirit, right? We went over EX, that's your super moves. We went over that. Okay. Yep, so let's just go over transformations and we can wrap this up. Wrap this up. Hold on, let me. So, fighting spirit is what lets people transform, right? I'm gonna put normal. You know what? Let's change the character for it. Right? We're gonna show the transformations really quick. Perfect example. And we'll just have soy phone there. Oh, all right. Kaname, whoever. Man, I'm trying to play. Why it ain't letting me? Does it normally let you play an hour early? Okay, hold on. So reverse gauges, right? I mean the fighting spirit. Alright. So, before I transform, some people, like Ichigo, of course, have a second state. So we're gonna get into that in a second. But of course, you press both control sticks. Boom, money. Right? Fighting spirit, awakened. Oh, we're looking for the sub, my boy. Oh no, fuck! I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Awaken, fighting spirit, phone channel, right? That should be the input. Yeah, see? Everybody gets a second transformation. Not everybody. select few characters.
エスパーダの中で俺だけがこの2段階目の解放を可能にした。レスレクシオセグンダエターパ。
Clean, son. But what you call it? So your fighting spirit gauge up there, right under Mukiora's names, his theory shit. You get that from straight up fighting, from everything that you do, fighting, blocking, all that other shit. That shit'll grow up, and then let that shit go. Your style changes. Your moves are buff. Yo, this dude is crazy awakened, son. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, no fucking way. Oh my god, son. That's crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, son. And that's because I transformed, yo. Like, the whole structure changed. I'm telling you, y'all, give this shit a chance. Give this shit a chance. That's so fly. Yeah, but I think there's gonna be like a if there's not a competitive scene, there's probably gonna be like a casual competitive scene, and I still rock with that as long as a lot of people play. As long as a lot of people play, I really don't give a fuck. Like that's really how I be feeling. I say that shit every time I play a new fighting game. As long as y'all niggas get online, I don't care, son. I'ma play the shit. This shit is fly. Yeah, everybody's saying it's crashing. Yo, I've been on live with y'all. Yo, son, I streamed the game for like 8 hours yesterday. It didn't crash one time. Well, it's probably because I have the disc. Does that play a part? I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, as long as you get matches, I ain't tripping off that, son. And once all the real lab monsters start getting online, and we start seeing what it look like, what it's supposed to look like, the high level shit, if this shit don't look, everything has some type of cheese, right? If we on the scale of like 100%, I'm cool if people find like 25% cheesy shit. That's natural in a fighting game, son. It starts getting a problem when it's more than half. Once it's more than half, it's annoying to deal with. Yeah, there's rank. They already said it's gonna come out with the patch at midnight. I've seen it on Twitter. You know, and I believe it because I just tried to find a match online and it didn't find anybody. And I know there's people playing right now. How many of the same character I'd fight if I bought the game?